Um, I've never done this before, but it's early in the morning and I don't have anybody to talk to, and I've got a lot on my mind, so I'm just going to stick this message in a bottle and toss it out there into the sea of information. And I don't know if anybody ever finds this message. Well, that's kind of cool. What I want to talk about is America, and specifically, I want to talk about, you're everybody right now being like, make America great again. But I don't think a lot of people get what makes America great, or is supposed to make America great. You think about pursuit of happiness. When I think back to a child, the three things that stuck out in my head were pursuit of happiness, and then the end of our anthem, the land of the free and the home of the brave. Like, there are so many different people in our country. We are so diverse. Your family might be Baptist. People across the street might be Catholic. People down the street might be agnostic. The guy next door might be an atheist. The point is, you're all still neighbors. But your idea of what happiness is, your pursuit of happiness, is going to look completely different. And if you understand what freedom is, if you're worthy of this mantle, that means that if your neighbors across the street are Bob and Tom, you know, and you're like, my God doesn't think that's right. Well, all right, great. Or, whatever. You see them kissing in public and you're like, oh, that's offensive. Well, fantastic. Be offended. Talk to your friends. Get all self-righteous about it and, stew about how, someday they're going to meet my God, and when they do, they'll be sorry. Well, fine. Whatever. The point being, though, that is their pursuit of happiness. Those are consenting adults. Whatever it is that these people are doing, their happiness is going to look different than yours. Now, we talk about being land of the free and the home of the brave. Brave? Are you kidding me? You see that and you want to pass regulations. You think that because you're offended, that should matter. You think that because you're offended, people should take note and the world should be changed to prevent people from doing things that you don't like or that you don't agree with. And that is the opposite of America. That's You talk about being brave. You talk about us being the land of the brave. How is that brave? You see things you don't understand. You see, them, you hear them speaking in a different language. You see them, maybe the guy down the street is Cherokee. Maybe they, you worship this god. They worship like nature gods. Whatever. You see stuff that's different, that you don't understand or don't agree with. And immediately you're like, we should do something. We should prevent that. They shouldn't be allowed to do that. That's not bravery. We are a nation of simpering man children. Like, land of the free, home of the brave? Brave? We're afraid of nipples. I don't understand. Yeah, and we do so much to regulate, to direct people. We keep trying. We keep trying to protect people from their own choices. That we cannot do. Let me explain. Let's say you're standing there and this guy's walking past you. You see him about to go down the hill. You're like, wait, don't go down there. There's an alligator. What's an alligator? Clever of you to ask. An alligator is a silent, fast, man-killing, strong piece of luggage with teeth. Oh, that sounds terrible. Yeah. Now, at that point, I believe that's as far as we should be able to go to regulate. FDA can put all the labels, be as explicit as you like. Put a label on that, With this guy, he has an informed choice. He could have just walked down that hill with no warning. Oops. That sucks. But that's life. That happens. We did one step better. We informed him. He had a warning. But he chose that path. You look at any other species on this planet, all of them, between mating rituals, they are doing what they can to better their species. We put up regulations to idiot-proof the planet so that even the shortest-sighted members of our society they'll all just get along, despite the fact that there's too many of us. The more automation we get, the less jobs there are going to be. Which means the less people we're going to need. And that guy that's like, oh, I want to go pet it anyway. He's the same guy that he's not like, man, I barely have enough money to feed me and my wife. I probably should wait to have offspring. Oop, I got 13 kids. This is what I'm talking about. Nobody sees the big picture. Nobody, and with all these regulations, people, there's a white line on the ground. They're like, soldier, follow that white line. And all the soldiers just march in line, They get it, at the end of it, what if the line goes off a cliff? You can't make these black and white regulations and assume that that line can just go on forever and we'll never need to divert. There'll never be an exception, the first guy's like, we just follow the white line. Second soldier's like, I think we might have a problem. I think we might need, what do we do, soldier? We follow the white line. That mentality, those are people that do not see the big picture. They're not paying attention. They don't get it. And I feel like we're chocked full of them. And then at the same time, talking about not seeing the big picture, not caring about the big picture. You've got these people in position that they make decisions for money, for greed, Okay, another scenario here. You've got a little village, and right next to the little village is a pen full of lions. This is a terrible layout, but follow me here. This one guy is like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sell the gate to the pen. What? Yep, I can make a lot of money on that gate. Well, if you sell the gate to the pen, that's what's keeping the lions in. So you might make a lot of money, but you get that that's going to adversely affect all the rest of the village, right? What amount of money could possibly be okay? And that's the thing. This is what gets me. We rally against things in this country. You rally against gay couple across the street. So out of all the things wrong, greed and corruption and famine and disease, the thing you choose to rally against is love and the regulation. The dumb guy going down the hill to the crocodile. Oh, we need to protect him from himself, It's the same as, guy wants to do cocaine or something, You put a label on it. Hey, cocaine might be very addictive. Cocaine does this, cocaine does that. So at that point in time, it's the alligator. He's making an informed choice. Oh, this might ruin my life. All right. What's it to you? That's his life. And it kills me that you'll regulate this one little guy to the point that, in his personal life, you're going to try and do everything you can to be bumper bowling so he doesn't fall, victim to his own short-sightedness. But you don't want to regulate the guy that's selling the gate, despite the fact it's going to affect all these people. How? I don't see it. I don't get it. I don't get it. At this point in time, you're probably wondering, is he ever going to sum this up? Clever of you to ask. America, if we want to make this country great again, we have to understand diversity, freedom is our strength. That's what unites us. The fact that, you might not like, or agree with what that person does, or that person does, or that person does, and you might even be offended. But at no point in time should you ever think it's all right that we put some kind of gate restricting them if they're not hurting anyone. That's their pursuit of happiness. Brave. We've got to learn to be all right with that. We've got to learn that this is not a politically correct world. This is the real world. This isn't a sitcom. This is everybody's real life. I don't know. I think that's all I got. I think that's all I got for now. Anyway.